back to Kaylee's page. Today, there has been an incident on Facebook, as per usual, because every time I log into my Facebook, I see a lot of people just arguing, and like they say they're gonna batter each other. Yeah, don't be posting stuff like that. You don't want people to know your business. And another thing, be careful what you post, because this person has stole someone's baby pictures off Facebook, and since August has been pretending that it's her child and has told people about this. Her friends believed that this was her child for this long. What? Whew. Let's get into it. So we start with a post that was put up by someone on Facebook. I'm not going to reveal names, I'm just going to talk about the story. Yesterday, I was scrolling through my Facebook and I come across a post that was "Wah." This was the post that this woman put up, and I'm going to read it out to you now. It'll be on the screen. This person has been stealing pictures of my child for the past 5 months and sending them to people online, pretending that he is her child. Psycho! I never get people who do this, because like, how? Like, what are you gonna do? Where's the child? What if people come to visit you and the child is not there? Like, what excuses do you have? Like, in your head, what, like, where is this coming from? Like, I would be scared that the next thing would be that this person stalks this child and steals it and takes it as her own. This is why you've got to be careful, because you never know people. Receiving personalised gifts with my baby's name on and money for my child that does not exist in her life. Oh my god. So she's been receiving money from people and it's not even her kid. Does anybody even check on these types of people? Like, do they knock on the door and be like, hello, you okay in there? Because how do you fake an imaginary child for that long? Like, I know you're stealing pictures and stuff, but doesn't this person have family? Like, that, you know, like, turn up at the door wanting to see this child? Like, it makes my skin crawl. This person has pretended to be my baby's mum. I don't blame you, because it would make my skin crawl too. Like, it's a bit of a weird thing to do, and I don't know why anybody would want to do this, because I don't know where their plan would go. Where the plan would go. Because at some point, someone's either going to turn up at your door, or, you know, someone's got to question where this child is, because yes, she has pictures that she's sending to people, but the child physically is not there. It's imaginary, it's in her head. Daily since August, to God knows who else, stealing pictures of my infant child from my private accounts. So I think that this person was a friend on this girl's Facebook, and I think that that's how she's been getting the pictures. But I know this person personally, yeah, but haven't seen them in years. So yeah, she'll have been on her Facebook, which I think is weird, because if you've not seen that person for years and you're stealing that person's child's pictures, there must be something wrong with you. This girl needs mental help. Maybe she's gone through something that has made her feel like she needs to do this. But either way, there's no excuse. She's basically cyber kidnapped this child and hasn't got it physically in her arms, but has it mentally in her head and on pictures. If anyone knows her workplace, can you please message me, as she works with vulnerable children and her behaviour is extremely concerning. I don't think she should have access to children or their information after exploiting my son to people she's never met. That makes you think, because what's to stop her from grabbing one of them children and taking it as her own, or taking pictures of them and making out that that's her child, or physically stalking the woman and stealing her child? You don't know what's going on in people's heads. It's scary, it's a scary world, like we just don't know. And this went on for 5 months, and it gets deeper because she's friends with someone and she was sending pictures of that supposed child to her friend, and that friend actually really believed that it was her kid until she found this post. And I will read this out because it's really unhinged. Like, it's very, very, like, weird. So this child's name is called Oakley, and I am blurring his face out for reasons, because I don't want the child's picture being stolen by anyone else. This is like a couple of the messages that I'm gonna put up here. How's my little Oakley? I'll be your therapist, Queenie. Love you the most. Love you too, sweet cheeks. Oh, stop it. Like, that is apparently one of the type of messages that she'd send that friend. And the friend is absolutely creeped out. This is what she put in the comment. I've scribbled Oakley's face out because he's not my child to effing send pictures of. But I had this constantly from her. So that previous message that I've just read out, those were frequent from this girl. And she would send pictures of him and they would just liaise like best friends, like as you do with your friend. And you wouldn't suspect a thing, would you? Let's go see if I can find the beginning of her messages. And by the way, she faked a boyfriend. She faked a boyfriend and faked that she was being abused, and it was all going on in front of this imaginary child. But why would you do that? I think this starts from when this baby was born in this woman's head. Home, oh my god. I took that pic without realising the bag is next to him, and I said to Thomas, we look like we're trying to show off or something, and we're just not them kind of people. So babe, he's so precious. Don't be daft. I know what you mean, but no one's gonna think that you're just overthinking now. He's just the best, she replied back with cry faces to an imaginary child. This one is a couple of stories that she posted up pretending that this kid is hers, and again the face is scratched out with paint. That's all the pics I have. Again, another one, can't see his face, and she's just put cry faces to that. And then another one of the baby just laying down, and she's put attitude like his mum, lol. And she's not even his mum. So far this story is really shocking, but it happens. And this is why I want to talk about it in this video, because people need to be aware. I've seen a lot of stuff about this kind of thing. Like, I think this morning did like a segment on cyber kidnap. This person could be next door to you. This person could be in front of you, could walk past you, and you would never know what they're thinking. And that's the scariest thing, I think. So here is another message that she had been sending to her mates. He's so good. I've been going through it with Thomas. I keep kicking him out for no reason. I keep switching. My hormones are everywhere. When I kick him out, he's like, Lauren, I'll be home either in a few hours or tomorrow. I keep sending him texts saying we're done, then ringing him and an hour later asking where he is and what he's doing. This girl replied back, oh my God, name, and crying. Yup, literally sound like me. So she's trying to relate to this girl. My mum had the baby for me for a few hours yesterday, just while I sorted the house out and had a nap. But I told Thomas to F off in the morning, so instead of having a nap, I went and stalked him for literally no reason, was watching what he was doing, and he effing caught me. I never wanted to die so much in my life, so I had to pretend I was finding him to sort it. Honestly, I'm a dickhead. So she stalked this imaginary boyfriend. I mean, I don't know if this Thomas exists. So if he actually does, I think he should run. Run, Thomas. So on this one, she sent a picture to the friend. And this is basically, I think, about the labour. And she's put, better on, time of birth, 5:30 a.m. Weight 7-9. Do we have a baby? And then she sent a picture of the baby, and I'm guessing this is like a couple of hours later or something, with his name and a love heart next to it. And the girl has replied, oh my God, congrats my babe. He is absolutely effing gorgeous. God, I'm crying. So she really did believe that this child was hers and was so happy for this woman. Like, finding out that that wasn't real must have really messed with her head. Because it would mess with mine. I'd be going doolally. I'd be like, ugh. Like, you'd be sick, because then you're sitting there thinking, wow, where was the last 5 months? Blech. This is a message from one of the men in the comments. I think this person knew her and has Snapchatted her. Ring the doctors and tell them what I've done. That's the only way I can think of to start. Because I think he's confronted her and told her that there's something wrong with her and she needs to be sectioned. So he's replied back, oh yeah, like you're gonna do that, ha ha ha, because I don't see that person doing that. She's replied back and he's angry replied back to her. So that's how I'm gonna get help, but okay. And he angrily, as you would be, has replied back, you need sectioning, not a doctor to tell you you've got an effing viral infection. And I'm not sure, like, do you go to your doctors if you need sectioning? Or I think there's like a crisis team that you phone up. Like, so I don't know about that one, but that person is rightfully angry. I'm not sure who that person is, but I'd be angry too. And this is the abuse section now that I'm bringing up, because this is just not right at all. Since Thomas, basically me, not one of yous have checked on me properly apart from another person. It got spoke about when it happened, but since then, nobody checked on me. Now, this person doesn't even exist, I don't think. I've read the comments and I don't think a Thomas exists. So this is quite unhinged. Listen to this voice note that she sent to her friend. Now, this involves or the talk of it, and she is saying that he's done that in front of the baby that doesn't even exist. This is the voice note.
It's easier for me to voice note you this, but no, we're alright. But like, we're not back together. No, it's catch-22 because obviously we've got the baby now, and like I won't take him away from Oakley. It's not worth my life, and he never done anything wrong to Oakley. Yeah, like he shouldn't have hit me in front of the baby, but obviously the baby's the baby.
There's a lot of people that go through this and they have to deal with that every day and worry about the children being damaged because they're in front of that and they're scared to leave. They're worried that this partner would hunt them down and hurt them, and for her to make such a bold claim like that and make this story up, I think is absolutely terrifying, because what are you meant to do? I dread to think what would happen if that friend turned up at that girl's door, because then her lie would unravel like it already has done. I'm not laughing, it's more I'm baffled. We're entering the comment section because we also have to read the comments, because then you get to know whether people knew her or not and their opinions on this situation too. So this was the friend that she lied to for months. She's wrote a paragraph. She also has wrote a paragraph on TikTok about this situation as well. With months I've had this, actually feel sick to my stomach. Can't believe it's now out in the open for everyone to see and know. I've got evidence on top of evidence for my friendship with this woman for months. Months like that. If you think about it, months is a long time, I think. She's unwell. This is not normal behaviour, which it really isn't. So, if you see anything like this happening, I would say go to the police and ask for a welfare check, or see if you can phone the crisis line about this person and see if they can go out and check on that person. Because I have read on and apparently the police have not done anything about this situation. This woman really does need to be sectioned, because I think there's something going on in her head and this could escalate. Like, you don't know these type of people, you don't know what they will do next. So sorry to the person who posted this, she says, that I even had to message you with this, but no way was I letting it slide when she's using your child. Thank God for social media, otherwise I'd never found the photos of Oakley, which led me to you. This needs to stop, she's dangerous. And it does need to stop, and it is dangerous. So everyone is saying that the girl needs reporting and that the woman should go to the police. This other person has also commented, she used to work at my old workplace. I'm not going to say the name and it's going to be blanked out. Not sure if she still works there. I'm really sorry this happened to you. I'd be reporting to the police. Strange behaviour, which it really is strange behaviour. To this girl on a personal level about my poorly son and his ECMO journey. Oh, bloody hell. She's seriously not right in the head. She deserves everything she gets. That must be soul destroying for that girl. And everyone else just thinks that this situation is scary. And then there's a couple of others where people have known her and they actually thought that she had a child. You think this type of thing would happen on the soaps, but it does not. Okay, so we're gonna end this video on the TikTok video that the friend of the woman who had an imaginary child put up. And this is what it says. I have to warn everyone of a girl called AKA and her handle. Many will know her on the app. Gobby Scouser, not Gobby anymore. Many won't. She is the biggest catfish you will ever meet in your entire life and has been doing this for years. Her life was a lie. Bar her name is actually I tracked down her family and in the process tracked down the baby. Again, won't be naming his name, but I found his mother because I knew the baby wasn't hers for several reasons. Spoke to the mother of the baby to find out she's done this for years, but has very much been in the dark about someone using her baby's photos. This girl has had money from several people because she was struggling. She couldn't get stuff for the baby, and being mothers pulled on her heartstrings. Money has now been returned. Stupidly, she sent me an article of her whole entire family from a tragedy that happened years ago. But in the process, dropped herself in it as it had every family member's name on, so didn't take too much to find them. This woman is a master manipulator, narcissist, pathological liar. She's from the area. Using an innocent baby's photos is not under any circumstance acceptable. This is disgusting behaviour, and this woman needs professional help. She will still be around, guaranteed, under a new identity instead of her own. So it's kind of easy for people, isn't it? That can just do that and just run. Do you know what I mean? So please be warned and be careful who you trust. Not one 27-year-old I'm aware of doesn't have any type of social media, so she could be any name, any photos. I know her voice and I know a lot about her. If anyone does want any proof, please feel free to message me privately, so please be wary. So this person was very, very disturbed by this girl's behaviour. After she put that TikTok post up, it all came out on Facebook, which is where I found it. The reason why I have spoke about this on my YouTube channel is because it needs to be out there. This kind of thing happens, so please stay safe, be careful on social media, be careful who is on there, and just stay vigilant, because you don't know who's watching and you don't know what that person has got going on in their head. Yeah, so that's all I can say about this situation, and I'm so sorry for the people who have had to have gone through this and for that child. Like the video below, comment if you have ever been through something like this. Be careful out there, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you again in another video very soon. Subscribe!